Hi, welcome to my channel. This channel is against the current view of astronomy, against science. I'm saying 99% of theoretical science is wrong, especially physics, and but also from other science. But I'm not treating them only physics, because I want to tell you that we can go to the stars. Here we can colonize the planet now. But but to prove to you that I'm not saying this like a crazy person, I take on other subjects. Like this is about infinity in mathematics. So if you know, I cut some videos like this. And not only that I critique them or I intersect with them then only to see that they say this stuff and what I add to, but there is some critics. Okay, so but if you understand why I am doing this about mathematics and infinity, to understand that mathematics is the basis of physics, and not for now that you cannot explain the universe with physics, science, physics. Okay, this is wrong. But in the future also to know that not every property is a mathematical geometrical property. So that's why I took on I have on Jim Lennox, a mathematician, Christian mathematician. Already I made three. Two are different in a series, like five, about philosophy of mathematics. And this, but I begin another one. I thought that it is better to make like an exhaustive manner this process about mathematics. So I will explain to you what is wrong in mathematics and in geometry, and explaining you some mathematics, philosophy, mathematics, and from that one you combine, you understand that this is the step on, and another step is physics. So if the mathematics is crazy and wrong and like logical incoherent and in many steps dubious or magic, or more than this the physics is. So I had another scope to show to you that so supposes the entire intellect of Kant, intellect like the Kant says, I don't know, like, okay. So because I'm more like my heart is more towards Kant, towards the other they spoke about the intellect. Okay, so this is another scope to understand, okay, that it supposes all the intellect and the belief is supposed, and you cannot have any time a good definition of of reality, or and the science will not going to be anytime soon correct, only treated it only mathematics. The universe is made, or galaxy, the matter itself. This is not the universe, if you know. Okay, it's our galaxy. Okay, so it is made through a metaphysical proper process, and it is not only mathematics. In Psalms, David says that wonders, or this not law, like you see, or the law is a wonderful law, like you search miracles. But this is what I want to tell you. In the subject, in the predicate, in the Kant manner, there is a miracle connection. And so all the laws that implies logic and coherent thought, mathematics itself is supposed wondrous and wonderful thing. So this is what I want to tell you. So David says in a psalm, your you make a magic. Okay, the magic is multiplied above the numbers. In a psalm says, so it is indicated is something above the numbers, so it multiplied. In another psalm it says your chariot of fighting was multiplying in thousands of times, and there's the thousands without number. You see, thousands without number. So there was 10,000, like it was a big number, like it named 10,000 times. It was like infinity today. We talk about infinity. So you see, he indicates that something above mathematics. And is something crazy in mathematics. It's telling you that it multiplied the chariot of fight of God said it multiplied thousands of times, but above the countable thousands. So now we will talk about countable infinities. And so this is the video I will cut for today, this video, and I will intersect with what I'm saying, if you understand. So if you understand my scope, I only wanted to tell you can go to the stars. But if you will see that I study philosophy and I know some stuff. So this video I will comment.
This is not a number. Then why does it keep showing up where numbers go? Limits, integrals, sums, products, all these things accept both numbers and infinities as parameters. We're even told that some infinities are bigger than other infinities. But does that mean infinity plus 1 is actually bigger than infinity? It's supposed to be the biggest number. How can something be even bigger? What would happen if you subtracted infinity from infinity? How do you even measure an infinite object in the first place? How did I get to the Wikipedia page for Gödel's incompleteness theorem? Where did these Hebrew letters come from? My head hurts.
So if you watch that, I don't know if they let me sometimes. I decide to take on a video, okay? And I don't know if they will let, there's a button on YouTube that you interdict other guys to take on your video and to cut it or show it or something. You see, or especially these guys that put publicity or things like this in them. So many times I'm telling you, maybe I look like stupid. I decide to make a video and I'm saying like, watch this, okay? And then maybe they do not want let me to put a video. When I want to upload, they will say like, this video is not allowed, like a music stuff content, if you know, you see. So maybe I will look like stupid. See, watch this, and I see like this, okay, to insert that when I cut videos and made them. So if you know, this is the way I made my videos. This is about infinity, okay? So if you watch that, he already told you about infinities. So but you understand my scope, and to understand that the physics is wrong, okay? Einstein MC square spurs and all the equation that will equivalent some quantity with some quality will be wrong, because the quantity and quality is two different things, you see. Not all the objects are quantitatively. I've told you, if not all the properties will be a sum of numbers or a combination of numbers. You only have this kind of frequency of space ondulation you have read. You only have the, so you can define through geometry everything. So this is wrong, but if you see the mathematics is wrong also. So this is what I want to tell you, okay? So let's dive into it, how they say, okay? So it's a mathematics video. So I've told you from a point, and you watch another videos from myself, not to repeat some stuff, okay? So about infinity, if you know, this guy will tell you how to compare infinities, to put in a mirror, like you watch your face in a mirror, okay? And so you identify your face with a mirror, this process is an infinite process or not. So this guy is telling you, let's watch it like like then you'll see. I will tell you supplementary. I let you watch for another minute or something. This guy, I will talk more, so you watch him first.
The most natural way to describe infinity is by making a way to count objects, then using it to count something we have infinitely many of, like the natural numbers. And that's exactly what sets can give us. Sets are mathematical objects that contain other objects. This is a set, specifically one that contains nothing. It's completely empty. We can then define 0 as the number of things contained in this particular set. More technically, we prefer to use the term cardinality. Similarly, we can define 1 as the cardinality of this set, 2 as the cardinality of this set, and so on. But what if we put all the natural numbers into a single set? There's nothing about the definition of a set that forbids never-ending sets like this. Notice how this gives us a nice definition for infinity. If regular numbers are the cardinalities of sets with corresponding numbers of objects, then infinity is the cardinality of a set with a never-ending quantity of objects. We know there's many different finite cardinalities, but then, are there many different infinite cardinalities, or is there just one? To find out if this is the case, we need a way of telling whether two sets have the same cardinality. then figure out if it's possible to have two infinite sets with different cardinalities.
Okay. So now you'll see he's saying this. There was a time where they do not spoke many guys on the internet about infinity. They do not knew like okay. So but now they are speaking, and I'm telling you like these guys will say you'll see by cut. So you have 0, 1, 2, 3, and then plus infinite. Okay, natural numbers like n. Okay, like this. Okay, so this is a kind of infinity. So now they are trying to break. You see they're composing two infinites here, like even numbers, like let's put 4 and 5, okay, like even numbers, and two infinites intersected, one inside the other. So which one is bigger? Because you see, if you separate them, both go to the infinity. So what is this infinite concept? And now they put in a mirror with if you put in a mirror like 0 to 1, it's a unit, like from 0 to 1, not 0 to 1. From 0 to 1 is infinite. But if you know, there are some sets of like this natural number z, and okay, z numbers. So it is a mathematics video. You see, you must know some mathematics. This pretension that you can understand, some things are implied, you are knowing them, okay, so other guys not telling you. So there are some sets, you see, and you can put in a mirror, like I've told you, your face in a mirror, how it is going to be intersected, this you see. And I'm telling you that each number is infinite. From 0 to 1 is infinity, from 1 to 2 is infinity, because you can put this unity like 0.1, okay, 0.2, 0.3, okay, like this. In Romania we put like this, and but you say point, but okay, so I will put points. Okay, so 0.1, okay, 0.2, 0.3, it tends to infinite, 0, let's say point infinite, to, and when we approach is 0 point infinite, it comes in 1, from 0 only. So this is from 0 only, okay, it comes in 1. So the unit from 0 to 1 is infinite. So now you must match this to put it like, you can put 0 with this, 1 with this, and to count them. So you see, so you can match the unity from 0 to 1 numbers with all natural numbers. So between 0 and 1 it is infinite. So but between all the numbers 1 and 2 is infinite. And I've told you about unity of Kant, like unity. So this is the way I made my videos about mathematics. Like maybe you have to be patient. Okay, so it is infinite between all the now 0, 1, it is infinite, is 1 to 0, but you saw that another infinite from even and uneven numbers and all kinds of infinities. And this is what I've told you, you operate with all these kinds of infinities. So then you cannot have the pretension that from reality you abstract. So the intellect should know these processes. If you see, if you understand, if you infer from the empirical stuff, you could not, because if you assign a number of temporal piece, or not your thinking process, or when you observe the reality, the temporal piece, if it is like this 0, 1 temporal piece, so when you comes into your rise from reality, the process should be infinite. So this is like in Zeno and Parmenides times, okay, there's no movement, and in this is not only the implication of breaking a line in infinite points. You breaking in half and infinite, you see, but if you make it temporal, it will take a infinite temporal time to break a line in all these parts. That's why appear Democrit atoms and undivisible elements, and so we can match this, okay. But you see that the unity is bigger than natural numbers. So because this is a kind of writing 0.1, 0.2, but there's a 0.0. You see 0.0001. Let's take only 4. 0.0001. Let's put point, okay? 0.0002, 0.0003. You see? So from 0 to 1 is a bigger infinity already. You are understanding than the natural number themselves. So how can you understand a bigger infinite than this infinite? Because already infinite, okay? You see 0.3, only this you can match with the natural numbers. If you put it like in a mirror, in a process mirror. But then you have smaller than this, 000 with 4 zeros and 3, and 0 like tends to infinity, 0 and 1. Then if you understand the smaller distance between 0 and another decimal is going to be 0.0000 when 0 tends to infinity and 1 at the end. But then you define it like in conceptual manner. The 1 from the end, it is a whole. It's a 1. Like if you understood my previous videos, it's a totality. 1 is complete, you see. So now you define between a totality. You do not know if it is a continuum totality or discontinuum totality, because you're supposed to be this continuum totality when you understand it like it's a whole, okay? So I want to point some difficult problems in mathematics. Did you understand? Then when they did it wrong, that when they intersect sets and these sets, and they are doing it wrong. So when you suppose in physics that mathematics works, you suppose the problems from mathematics, and if you do not control in the logical matter, even logic is wrong. To intersect this, you have this set with this set, you see, to transport a property or a thing like this. So watch another section for the guide. This is the way I made my videos. You'll come and you'll see more from me. And there are many guys, but I want to tell you what they are not telling you, okay? A little bit plus what they are saying, okay? So because if you knew the greatest mathematician that you can find on internet, let's say that he treats this, I'll put another guys that speaks about infinities. They are speaking, but if they knew, they discovered that the physics is wrong, and you cannot do this, like okay, but you must infer, like, you see, from other parts, like from philosophy, from science, from things like this, to understand. You cannot do a correct physics with equation. You cannot do it, okay? The world is worked in a metaphysical matter. So watch another part from this guy.
Notice that if two sets have the same finite cardinality, it's possible to pair each element in the first set with its own personal and unique element in the second set. It's also possible to do this the other way around. If the sets have different cardinalities, you can't pair things up uniquely, resulting in complicated love triangles. This is antithetical to many mathematicians' desires to avoid convoluted social situations, and is thus contrary to the definition of sets with equal cardinalities. Notice that there's nothing stopping us from trying this property out on infinite sets. Even though there are infinite odd and infinite even numbers, we can define a pairing between them. It's pretty straightforward to prove that everyone here is uniquely paired up. So they must have equal cardinality, meaning there's just as many even numbers as odd numbers. Makes sense. But here's where it gets weird. You can do the same thing between the even numbers and all of the integers. The conversion process is simply to multiply or divide the original number by 2. Every even number is paired up with a unique integer, and every integer is paired up with a unique even number. And this is why infinity is so confusing.
So, okay. If you watch that, he will going to get some things I'm telling you, okay? So you see, the unity is more infinite than the infinite numbers, unity. But if you understand, it is supposed. But I'm telling you that it is a geometrical unity. Because you see, you cannot understand when you break a totality only if you understand geometry. the unity of Kant. Unity is this cup, is this is one, this is one. You see, totality, unity, relation between unities, and these are concepts, categories. Okay, the intellect supposes them when they are thinking, when somebody thinks with them, okay, with concepts. And these concepts are the basis of mathematics. Okay, so now you see, I believe like a more rational to say that the unity one, it is not an arithmetic, a geometrical one. Okay, it's a geometrical one, if you understand. It is not one conceptual one, because conceptual one is not supposing dividings. Or you see, you have in mathematics this operation, and you are transposing this in physics. If you watch it close, you understand it is wrong. Like minus sign, plus sign, like dividing a divided by b, okay, and a multiplied by b. Okay, this is the operation, basically for operation in mathematics. So already you start to make on some sets of numbers some things that you're going to say that they are holding. But you see, you are not allowed in reality to make like dividing stuff. You are not allowed like in the physical manner. Let's divide this cup, okay? Somebody will give you a beating or something. Way to break it? Or well, it's one, okay? You cannot divide it. So but you can laugh, but you understand. Let's divide the White House of the American president with bombs. We divide it because we have the operation A divided by B. They will arrest you if they try to do this, but they frown upon this. Okay, they do not let you to divide it. Okay, so what I'm telling you, you already have this gap between conceptual thinking and numbers, and then you superimpose in uncontrolled manner an intersection and you intersect the properties. So then you believe that you can make some operations in a consistent logical manner, see? But some things are not allowing you to divide them or to break them or to multiply them. So if you understand now, if something is a property in physics like energy, you are believing that you must subordinate to these mathematical processes, but it does not want to. Does not want to be added, does not want to be multiplied, does not want to make operation on this as a property. So you forget this, and so you understand, you forget this, so you can make, say, it seems strange to you, so you can say only with words something about reality, not with mathematics. So E is equal to MC square square. I'm telling you this bullshit. It's like equating, you see, you understand like numbers with qualities and intersect in a wrong manner, logical manner with mathematics. So can be energy that is a property, is a unity in a conceptual manner, a totality, but it is not supposing any dividing processes or thing like this, you see. I've told you in a video, so you see, but maybe it is infinite, but it's not an infinite that can you divide it. You see, why when you want to cut infinity in half, where do you cut it? Because if I want, I will cut it like 4. Why? Because I've shown you already that from 0 to 1 is infinite. In 0, this is the middle of the infinity. And you cannot demonstrate that is not. You cannot, because this is from 0, 1, it is infinite, or each unit. Okay, so what is the middle of infinity? Where do you cut it? Okay, if you break this cup in half, like you see, like you suppose some geometrical supposition or things like this. But what if something behaves exactly like this? Is a totality, like infinite is a totality, conceptual totality, and behaves exactly like this. So you can have in space like this, okay, it is infinite. In a real manner, where do you cut it? Because wherever you will cut it, it will be infinite. So the quarter will be equal with the rest of it, and things like this, weird things like this, and okay, so that's why you maybe there are some properties that escapes you, like love, like beauty, like things like this. They are temporal, spatial, temporal, and this is why they are tricking you, because must sit here to interact with a spatial time object that is a subject that is known in the world, okay? So, but you cannot make operation like this mathematical operation on them. You cannot. What is the half of love? Like, you see, that's why they're tricking you with this. You put Mendeleev, you obtain love. Like, if I'm saying like only like in psychological manner, but lying to you that love is a superior given in intellect, and it is always because I put something that's registers when you seemingly love somebody, chemical manifestation, and I observe that is hydrogen, silicon, copper, I don't know, and some acids, and so this Mendeleev stuff is love. They are tricking you like this, if you understand. So it could be that in a spatial parameter, so to be a property that is somehow not responding with the methods of division and things like this. And I only want to tell you that you cannot make a correct physics, no time ever, because they could be properties. When you define them like in mathematics, unknowing how the logics compose to sustain a property through an intersection of sets and things like this, you will understand you'll do wrong things. And then you define inside the logical mathematical apparatus your operations, and sees logical derivation. It is like a coherent true inside the logical mathematical language, coherent true, like a coherent true inside the logical language, formal language, any formal language, logical formal language, okay? You say this is this, or if this is this in some kind of logical formal language, it will be true, but it will not correspond with something in reality. So you do not interdict God to make objects in reality that they are not, like they are in this space time. You see, this is one of the trick with the Big Bang. The Big Bang, it's a procedure like you give space back and you put it in a point. You see, but there's no law that intersects all the parameters in physics. They are lying with this gravity. You do not know what it is. You find in my channel what it is, okay? So you cannot make this. So watch another part from this guy, and I will tell you more about what he is not saying, because you see, they are not speaking like in a philosophical manner. They imply somebody, okay? There's a philosophy of mathematics, okay? So watch another part.
But when we teach people about infinity and use these phrases without noting this, we create the false impression that there's supposed to be some kind of intuitive notion of size that works on infinities. The size of an infinite set is an abstract concept, completely divorced from its usage as a term in English. That's why I'm going to continue to refer to this property we're talking about as cardinality instead of size, in the hopes that it helps emphasize that this concept doesn't really work the way the nomenclature of size would suggest.
Okay, so now what I've told you is that I believe that is a more geometrical like, okay? So let's put it in a geometrical manner like this. Okay, let's this line. This line, you saw like they represent in numbers like this. And if you watch my videos, you understand how close is this point on from this point. It's a spatial point. In the space, like, spatial, not like it is a spatial. It is a spatial point, okay, in space. Like from the near point, if you understood, it is like in a 0 0 0 0 0 0 tends to infinity, zeros 1, okay, but and 1, it is like a unity, like like you already you suppose, like you see. So but if you understood that from 0 to 1 is infinite, from 1 to 2 is infinite, they're like concepts. But and now you understand that I can name unity this is 0 1 unity, or this. So this is a 0 1 unit, and this is or this one is a 0 1 unit. But I'm telling you that it's from here, or from here, 0 1. Okay, you observe that this from 0 to 1 is bigger than this one. But if I use the mathematical procedure like this, you'll understand that they're equal, because you do not have another concept other than this. So now if I say that I break this from 0 to 0 1 0 0 2 0 3 to be more easy for you to understand, okay, like not putting all these decimals and all this, okay. If I put like this 0.01 0.02 0.03, this is the way I define a kind of infinite, okay, or from 0 to 1. And with this I understand this line. But now if I take from here to here, this line, I will understand it with the same set. So now I disregard this and I put 0, 0.1, 0, 0.2, you understand? So now you understand a bigger thing with the same concepts. And this is more, and this is the same concept. You do not have another one. So now if I want to put it in a mirror, I can make two spatial measurements identical. And it's strange because they're finite. They're infinite in a manner, a breakable manner. You can break it an infinity. But they're finite because you can conceptualize the unity. But the set, so how you conceptualize the unity is the same, and you do not have another one. So now when comparing reality, you compare it at infinity, but you observe it as different. You see? So what I've told you, understand? So now you can understand somehow Cantor problem. This 0.02 is more infinite, because you can mesh this 1 with this, 2 with this, 3 with this, but you can understand that from 001, 0001, 00001, they are more than this. So this is, the unity itself is bigger than you see. So you can understand this Cantor problem. But now let's put it in geometry in a mirror tab-like manner. You have the same set. Let's say the unity set, the most infinite of infinites. Okay, 0 0 0 0 0 until infinity, 0 0 tends to infinity 2, 0 0 tends to infinity 3. Okay, and now you'll put it here. So you can mesh it in a mirror, but now what is telling you that this is smaller than this? What? Because in conceptual mathematical manner you cannot say about this anything. So you understand. So let you watch another part from this guy with Cantor. I studied this a little bit. I did not understood it like when I was at I made philosophy. But okay, so watch another part and I will speak more.
So far, it's looking like it might be the case that there's only one infinite cardinality. It kind of makes sense, too. If infinity is already bigger than all the other numbers, how can there be something even bigger? To confirm this, let's keep trying to make an infinite set that has a different cardinality than the set of all numbers. To start, it turns out that the rational numbers have the same cardinality as the integers. First, consider only positive rational numbers. We can order them by starting at 1 over 1, then going to 2 over 1 and 1 over 2, then going to 3 over 1, 2 over 2, and 1 over 3, followed by 4 over 1, 3 over 2, 2 over 3, and 1 over 4. Of course, we're going to end up with some duplicate numbers this way, but we can simply skip over those. This process is a way of matching up any positive rational number to a natural number. By giving a way to put every rational number in a single file order, we give each rational a corresponding natural and vice versa. We can extend this procedure to match up 0 and the negative rationals by simply mapping 0 to 0 and the negative integers to their corresponding negative rationals. Because we can convert between rationals and integers, there are as many rationals as there are integers. If you haven't heard this before, you may find it surprising. Our intuition of size tells us that making all the combinations of elements in a particular set should result in a much bigger set. But since we're unconstrained by intuitive notions of size, we find that it's actually possible to pair up an infinite set of items with an infinite set of pairs of those items. If making this bigger set resulted in the same infinite cardinality, maybe no matter what we try, we'll always end up with the same infinite cardinality.
So this is a philosophical video of mathematics, okay? What I'm telling you, what they do not telling you, intersecting with physics, okay? So where I left. So now let me tell you what you do not understand. So where is blue here? Where is blue? So you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blue, 7, 6 red, 9. You see, it's not existing here. It is a property you do not understand. But why the property should be divided through the same processes, mathematical processes? I already told you that if you take and you break the White House, they will be upset. So why if some property in the world that did not supposes division and things like this, and you cannot add it, you cannot. Maybe you can count it, but you cannot divide it, you cannot make things like this on it. And you cannot measure it in a correct manner. You are saying it's not because you is reducible at the same space. This is the trick, the Big Bang trick. You use only this space and you give it to zero, but you do not have any property inside to connect everything.
So let's try one more thing. Let's try making a single file sequence of all the real numbers. Our first idea might just be to try writing out all the real numbers in order. But then, which number comes after 0? Is it maybe 0.1? But then we've already skipped over a bunch of other numbers. No matter how small we pick the second real to be, there's always something in between, so we'll always skip over something. So trying to write everything in order will not work. We also can't use the trick we used to sort out all the rational numbers, as that would skip over irrational numbers like pi. There's other things we could try to make a list of all real numbers, but none of them seem to work. It doesn't seem to be possible to make a list of all the real numbers such that every real number gets its own integer numbered spot on the list. At this point, we should stop trying to prove that we can make such a thing and start trying to prove that we cannot. An intuitive justification for going down this route is that integers only have a finite number of digits, but all real numbers have infinite numbers of digits. It's impossible to use a finite amount of information to accurately represent an infinite amount of information, so you can't give each real number its own integer. To make a more formal argument, we can construct a proof by contradiction, where we prove that the concept of a complete list of all real numbers contradicts itself. This proof is called Cantor's diagonalization argument, and its generalized version will be helpful to us later.
So many problems from mathematics I will show to you. I will show to you about time, about a circle. If you take a circle, why it has 360 degrees? Why not 400? Why is a second like this dimension? Why? You see, like after this, so you can put this in a second. So you see that measure in the music, 1/4 measure. What is second is like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. You know the stuff how they are making. Why? Because you can identify like 3 bits per second. So what the smaller unit of intuition of time? Why it's not a second? It's smaller than this. You can put many, and you can execute them. There's some guys that can hit you 4 or 5 times in a second with a fist. So you can identify your hearing, can see you can see entire reality in a second, like entire forest in a second. So that is many temporal phenomenon in there. So why we decide this 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi? If you have like a we say in Romanian like a clipper, like this is like when you make like this with your eyes, you see like if you understand this, it is in English but it escapes me now. So they are free in 1 second. You see, must say 1 Mississippi, or why we make this? Why there are 60 seconds in 1 minute? You see, you have the unity. Why is dividing 60? Why? Why not in 100? If you'll be temporal, if you'll be a measurable, if you'll be measurable, like in, you see, must be like in this kind of relation. Why 60? It's crazy. You have this unity 1 from 2 unit, and then you put 60 stuff like this. Why? But if you put 3D faster ones, you have, or 60, so you have 180. You see, you'll approximate better than the 90 degrees with 90 degrees. You see? So what is the relation? And why 360s? Why? Because the circle is infinite. Why? So you make like a degree like this. You have only 360. A degree is a continuum exactly like this. You see? So an angle is defined in a continuum infinimero like this, in an area that tends to 0. So the smallest degree that you can find, and you put them, you understand this is real problems. So there are some real problems, they are tricking you. The science is wrong. This is I want to tell you. But I did not want to take on this kind of stuff. But now let's make this, okay? I only wanted to tell you that we can go here, man. We can see this star from close. Now in this generation, but since today I'm crazy. We can go in Jupiter planet. Has Io, Callisto, Ganymede, Europe. It's from ice. You can live at the North Pole. Ice has oxygen. In water, if you melt it, we can put fish. You understand? We can go here. This is what I want to tell you. And the stars, they are close. This is a star, and we can go here. And our galaxy is a sphere. But so this is I wanted to tell you. But if you do not believe it, let's say everything that we say. Maybe we'll bring people in my channel to see that science is crazy and stuff like this. Okay. So this is what I wanted to do on this channel. So now I've already told you, why do you count like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Why? You can count an objects that they have the same substance. Like, you do not understand that you already made this, like in the Pythagorean time. They say that they can identify the world with numbers. That was already this stupid spread. They forget it. They reinvent. A few centuries past, they invent the same bullshit. Before Christ, they said that the numbers. So if you have 3 with 4 with 5 with 6, give you that. If you know the distinction between quality and quantity, and quality is a property, and you do not know how many are in this universe. And because they are in the space-time relations, you do not suppose that the space-time relation reduce them through some E equals pers, because some guy told you, not knowing philosophy and deep matter and things like this. So you understand. So hope you can have maybe only in this chamber infinite properties. You do not observe them. You do not know them. You are not trained to see them. You are trained to see. You only barely see few colors, red, green. You barely know few names of the colors. You know that the colors are infinite. You know this in the practical day, because they are like chords like this. And you can intersect the 5 frequency, some infinite. So infinite red, infinite greens, infinite tonalities, and different times synced another time. There's different quantity of energy on them. How do you define it on light? And sometimes they do not have much energy. Sometimes the bigger energies in them. So you know this is. So you observe somehow an infinity, this red, so, okay, so you see, no, we discovered everything. You see this kind of proud finger. In this chamber could be infinite properties, not numbers, properties. And you do not observe them. You forget they do not do the electrical current until current. They saw the lightning, but they do not know what it was. Until they observed in 1700s. Maybe they knew, like better in Egypt. I believe that they knew some of them. magnetism was known, okay, on Greeks. They knew permanent magnets. But I want to tell you, maybe there are infinite properties in this chamber here. We do not know how to observe them. You see now, but you do not know how to observe them. Like electricity, like they exist here infinite properties, but you do not know how to see them. Okay, so if you watch my channel, this is what I want to tell you. Gain some kind of science, a lying kind of science, a theoretical science based on philosophy, and is more stupid than the philosophy. The philosophy was giving birth to all this science that they are bragging, like sociology, psychology, and all these bullshit scientists that will bloom like mushrooms after a rain, and then they wanted to destroy the father of them. That is the philosophy itself. And when they forget this stuff, they are saying this stupid stuff like this. Okay, so can you make plus adding plus? You understand you cannot add north with south. You cannot. How do you add north with south and things like this? How can you divide? I'm telling you, because maybe the American president will be upset. You can divide the White House. Why? Because they do not let you. Or you multiply it. Can you multiply it? Maybe you make a duplicate, identical building with it. Okay. Then you have A and B. Okay. So this is what I want to tell you. I've told you. So where is red here? 1, 2, 3 red, 3, 4 blue, 5, 6. See, you see that they do not. So this is infinities of infinities and infinities of infinities. And now you put them, mesh them. Put it in a mirror, mesh them. This one with this, mesh them. But mesh them with the qualities. With they're in an intellect or in the heart and things like this, and not through lies, like to say that some chemical compounds entail like joy. Like you see osmium, iridium, and platinum and hydrogen, it's joy. So but you must have like 3.5.6.7. This is a Pythagorean ways of viewing, okay? Like Pythagoras tried to do this, like in all time. So everything, this is not nothing, is no new thing under the sun, how the Solomon says, okay? So they are trying to trick you like in old times. Parmenid, division at infinitum, all this stuff, they were knowing this stuff, but they do not dare to say that the reality is exactly number somehow. Maybe it is, okay, but God is like trying to trick you. Like you see 4.7.23.29 electron volt bullshit, but it's tricks. Only you see numbers, but God tricks you and says no, but it's matter of fact, it's electricity. It's tricks, like okay, it is real property, is not space-time property, if you understand. So I don't know. So let this video to be like this. Maybe other time I'll multiply this idea about a clock and 365 days of the Earth and 365 of the circle, and okay, so this is let me I believe that I already decided to put another part from this guy, and so let's break another time and to see maybe the last part from this video. Maybe you'll watch it all of it. I'll put already the description, so it's like publicity. If they let me, I cut it, okay? It's the button to interdict this. So watch another part and let's say what I can say supplementary.
The fact that we can't make a list of all the real numbers finally tells us that there's actually more than one infinite cardinality. So we can't just slap this symbol on these sets and call it a day. Since all the Greek and Roman letters are busy doing physics or whatever, mathematicians invoke the use of Hebrew letters. Specifically, the cardinality of the integers, which is also the cardinality of the naturals and the rationals, is denoted bet 0, while the cardinality of the reals is denoted bet 1. If you've heard about this topic before, you might be wondering where Aleph went. They're on break right now, but we'll get into their story once we explore these cardinalities a bit more. I'd like to point out that not only are these cardinalities different, but bet 1 is in some sense bigger than bet 0. Just like before, we can make a general definition of what this means that works on both finite and infinite sets. If we have a set with 5 elements and a set with 4, notice how it's impossible to give each of the original elements its own unique element in the corresponding set. This means the first set is larger than the second. Notice how this definition is the opposite of sets having equal cardinality. A set has greater cardinality than another one if we cannot make a unique pairing between their elements.
Okay, if you watch that, this is everything I wanted to tell you for today. So hope you watch that. We'll speak more about this 320 degrees and about time itself. Why it is not like a decimal time? Why like 60 what? 60 second? Why not 100? It seems like you have 10. You have a system like this, must be 10. Why 360 degrees? Why not 400? Why not? This is going to be in the next video. This is for now. You watch that guy completes, many guys say that. I try to say to you supplementary stuff by combining with philosophy, okay? And to say what I do not say, because mathematics you cannot apply it on reality. You do not believe them, they are tricking you. So can you calculate a calculation? So this is tricks like Parmenidean time, okay? Like you do not know. All the professors, like mathematics professors, if you knew, they knew that kinetic energy of Leibniz 1.5 mass time velocity square is not equal with the force mass time acceleration Newton. If they knew this equality, so they both said the same things and did a name different, force and kinetic energy, and it is not electricity. So this is what I wanted to tell you. We can go to the stars, man. This black stuff surrounds our galaxy, they are clouds, but only these are illuminated. The energy, you see the light, you cannot see light. You see an object, you cannot see the object coming into your eyes, like this green to go into your eyes. You see, you can see distance, or this at the distance, you see the object, not the light. You are tricked with this. So the light, you cannot see it somehow. You see an object that is in light. You cannot see your light from your battery, although it is light. It is not electric energy. So what I'm telling you, this black stuff contains lights, but you cannot see it. Why? Because only when it hits an object that reflects and is capable to show to you light, you see it. So this black stuff are clouds. Imagine a cloud only on a night sky, or an ocean. Or an ocean black darkness, totally darkness. You cannot see it, okay? And if there was a light, like an invisible light, you will not see the light, exactly like you not see the waves over a television. But if it's something that it is in its path, in the path of the light, ignites it and you can see it, like an object, okay? So these objects can produce light, and I'm telling you, these are close. In our gravitational system, these stars submerge, you can see blur, because exactly when you have something, you see. So this black stuff produces light, and it is like in a sphere, and it is surrounding our galaxy through the clouds, including through our solar system. There is not void. I've told you, we have a problem. Where is the void? Only in a conceptual manner, inside of our mind. So this surrounds our galaxy through the clouds and is produced by the clouds. And when the electricity must flow, that's why you have this in your socket two ways, like from where it comes and it goes. You must have a circuit, like to have some type of walking, so this is produced and absorbed and reabsorbed and emitted. So we do not know the objects that are really doing this. The clouds themselves, like you have a thundercloud and it produces lightning, okay? But why it is absorbed, and it is like some cycles. So exactly like some winds. I understood this somehow from the Bible also. This, like exactly, you have four main winds on the earth. There are four main winds here, like electromagnetic light winds, like from this. They are circulating somehow, but mainly they are doing like this and surrounding through these clouds, ignite all the pieces that they are there that produce light. How I'm telling you, noble gases produce different colors, and you see how beautiful it is if you approach here. There are some different types of colors and mountains of light and things like this. You can go with a ship like this, and some parts there is black, and some stuff that you cannot see only if you approach. So it seems to be like big zones of black stuff. So I'm telling that we can go here, but you do not believe me. I will tell you about infinity and mathematics and things like this, only to understand I'm not crazy. Okay, this is a small star. That energy from the black stuff hits this, and you can see like an object. It's a small star, can go here. I told you how to traverse this. It will be beautiful. And these are stars, quick stars. They are not going anywhere because a force not produces a mechanical work. It is defined by space-time. A mechanical work is gravity. Our gravity means to rotate, and it is a mechanical work. It is a mechanical work, okay? So it is not producing a mechanical work that to go somewhere. Only in a light bulb, like you imagine it ignites your bulb, but not pushes it. Like your light bulb will make like this. So you can, the energy, but in a motor can move the motor, electrical motor. The light, it is the light, okay? You move a motor and produces electricity and vice versa, from movement electricity and from electricity movement, okay? But it is not moving them, only the things that can be moved by some frequency of light. So no movement here is no. If you get close, you will see like leaves. Like imagine that you see like leaves in the tree like this, like there's wonderful stuff if you understand how beautiful our galaxy. This is stars, small stars putting light. You can see like different types of games of light. If you saw how we can do it, like you have only that piece and makes the light bulbs going like this. You imagine that there are zones in here. They are similar. Here we can go here. We must approach and must conceive all the manner that we can think about the light producing elements. Like, but you do know that the tungsten is not produced in a normal manner. Maybe some things that we do not know how to produce. There was LED bulbs and on other things like you discover now, like diodes and LED bulbs, and we do not know all the forms of producing light, okay? So the tungsten, even all the wolfram, the wolfram, the same element, okay, has like a big melting point. That's why they were choosing it. But you can produce, if you make a fine wire like this, a fine wire from any metal almost, you pass light through it. Electricity is light, okay, I've told you, and produce some voltage. But the tungsten melts the high melting temperature because you see it is going to be hot also. So we do not know how many combination produce how way light. But I'm telling you that the stars are not how they are telling you. From gases, Laplace like this, okay? He said that from gases, but there are some gases, noble gases, you electroshock them, but they do not fuse. We do not know how to make from hydrogen, lithium, or these are lies. We do not know. There is no paper written on Earth how to fuse hydrogen in oxygen. There is no, but they are lying to you, okay? So you take this Mendeleev, but you do not know how. You do not know on this hour, even though it's given, why you will do some things. Because you must observe some properties of element. You cannot deduce them from here. You can put iron with like gallium and magnesium and make flying stuff. You do not know. And can make soups. I don't know, but we do not know. Only if you have it. This is like that we discovered all the science, and you see these are break from some principle from rocks and minerals. The mineral itself could be an element. How they are, you do not understand. They put in only because Avogadro says so per volume. I'm telling you that science is wrong. This calculation in chemistry originally by Avogadro to make masses, and they put it by increasing the mass per volume. Like you put this cup of iron, this cup of copper, this cup identical filled full, and you put it by mass like this, and you say that this is some order stuff, and you say that the temperature is going well through the Mendeleev. You know that the gallium melts like in your hand, like this lead has 300 degrees, but the next element in the near vicinity has 1,000, and another one is incoherent function, like they're going well in a temperature function, you see, you understand. So we do not know. It is Mendeleev here. It is not black and dark energy, because it does not exist. It is Mendeleev matter here, but we do not know how we will make stuff. They are lying to you. So imagine this sphere surrounding by Mendeleev clouds. Even gases, if you like gases, I will produce one for you. Gases. But not necessarily water, hydrogen, oxygen itself. We do not know how can be arranged and what can you produce from it. You do not know. This is only their pretensions, okay? But imagine to go here. We can go after Pluto few billion kilometers. You reach here. You believe me and trust me, because light diminishes with distance, you see, and it's more small. You cannot see from billion years with the binoculars. So this is close. Imagine how beautiful it is here. All kinds of gains of light and all the matter that you are needing. You know how you put in some pound to absorb with a pump water you need to irrigate. You can go with a ship and extract from these clouds. They're small. These stars not going to burn you, and electroshock. They not explode. They could be that the stars are dividing like you divide a sphere from metal, and they are dividing. It not explodes. It's dividing. And the both pieces functioning. You see, like you have a piece of tungsten like this, and it is electroshocked like with light. With some voltage, okay, and from some reason it breaks. You can be dividing stars, if you understand. Not explode, everything explodes, and like bombs, militia tactics. I'm not militia, I'm chaotica. So I've told you in one of my videos, these stars can be dividing, and if you ignite it supplementary, you add some light. Like you see, you put more light energy, will make like this, and then will be extinguished, not exploded. It also have a supplementary wave of light pushing it, if you understand. So you can go here. Imagine to fly and to extract from here gases, and what we need, noble gases, to make some. Imagine to go here and to extract. So there was a Chinese in Shenzhou 13. His daughter said, "Bring me a star when you go an orbital space station." My favorite mission, Shenzhou 13, okay, was a woman, Chinese taikonaut, they say, I don't know. And his daughter asked her, "Bring me a star, mom, when you go there." There are some stars you can bring in your pocket. There are some stars small, you understand. You make a piece of tungsten like this, make like a bobbin, and you electroshock it. There is no necessary thing to be like fusion bombs and fusion to be. Everything's like 3,000 billion trillions times of the sun, like, and it burns you and it blows up, and the Big Bang is felt, violent Big Bang explosion. Nothing is calm in this universe. Nothing is like blows and fusion. You understand? You can bring a real matter, a star from here, if you understand. Nothing contradicts what I'm telling you. You put in a cloud and like when we make thunder clouds, a bobbin with tungsten like this, you will ignite it. And you have a star, my friend. Not from incoherent hydrogen fusion like this. You fuse hydrogen like you fuse hydrogen. You obtain when nobody sees you to you will flunk me to the school and not recognizing that you make from hydrogen copper. You give me a F note or what? No. Crazy, stupid. I'm telling you, let's go here. They want to predict you. This is a water made from a planet. And you do not know the gravity is like 20 times more than Earth. You'll be crushed and you'll die. The gases, yes? The Venus planet, gases, and it'll burn you. Okay, an explosion. And here an explosion. Okay, we can go here. And they want to interdict us to go there. The demonical science, okay? There are few hundred species discovered in the day. Hundreds of pieces of satellites of the planet and planets themselves, because they do not want to name them planets anymore. How many they found here in our solar system, not in a crazy exoplanets like in a border with Ceres, with the asteroid belt. They say that the asteroid belt is full of planets there, and you do not know gravity is not due to mass. You understand? We do not know, so we can colonize this. Imagine what is the meaning of thousands of islands on the earth. There's still islands that no human there. Imagine how big it is and how rich is this galaxy, and how you can observe planets in all the manner. Even maybe they were burned some gases and explosion in the mountains, and like our planet has volcano stuff. Okay, burns you and okay, so this is what I wanted to tell you only. This is the main scope of my video. But I've told you, let's show to you that I know even about the infinities and bullshit stuff like this. Okay. So this is the video. This is I wanted to tell you. I'm saying like a piece or like this kind of piece. But okay. So mathematics, and we can go to the stars. This is what I want to tell you. We can colonize planets. Now you are kept imprisoned in schools and by stupid professors, and so many imbeciles pretend to for your morality, and they do the vice versa. Okay, they do backwards for your morality, for your sake or of your good and your jobs, and they do not give you anything, and they treat you like stupid. I'm telling you what I'm telling you wrong, okay? And you contradict me, but now you must prove that this infinity is equal with this or not. Okay, goodbye, God bless. This is the video for today. Like, share, and subscribe, please. A crazy channel. We can go to the stars. This is everything I wanted to tell you originally, but plus stuff, minus stuff, multiplied stuff, and divide stuff. Okay,